All right, we're taping.
First off, I'd like to say how wonderful it is to be here at the 1952 Mississippi Cattlemen's Association Annual Legislative Dinner. It's so good to see so many of my old friends once again here at the King Edward Hotel. But I would be remiss if I did not thank our host, Ivan Amato, president of the Mississippi Cattlemen's Association, and his lovely wife, Mary, head of the Ladies Auxiliary, and chairwoman for this evening's festivities. The Mississippi Cattlemen's Association dinner is always a high point of the political and social season here in Jackson. But this year, Mary, you have truly raised the bar. How about a little hand for our host? Now, y'all ought to know the cattle business and the Sweat family are forever entwined. If it was not for my father's cattle ranch near Corinth, I would never have been able to attend the University of Mississippi. When I was infected with the legal bug, cattle put me through law school. Cattle enabled me to become a lawyer, a prosecutor, a jurist, and now the representative of the 23rd District of the great state of Mississippi. But y'all did not invite old Judge Soggy here tonight to reminisce about my early days in the legal profession, fighting for truth, justice, and the American way. No, Ivan asked me here to keynote tonight's dinner because he heard I was working on a universal solution to the whiskey issue. As you know, liquor is illegal in Mississippi. But the state collects what is called a black market tax on every ounce of hard spirits sold. It totals millions of dollars. Now the question comes before us as to whether we will legalize whiskey or end the tax. It is a question that divides the great state of Mississippi. It divides the legislature. It divides the party. It even divides the Mississippi Cattlemen's Association. It is an issue that in the political parlance old Judge Soggy has become a swing vote. My friends, I had not intended to discuss this controversial subject at this particular time. However, I want you to know that I do not shun controversy. On the contrary, I will take a stand on any issue, regardless of how fraught with controversy it might be. You have asked me how I feel about whiskey. All right, here is how I feel about whiskey. If by whiskey you mean the devil's brew, the poison scourge, the bloody monster that defiles innocence, dethrones reason, destroys the home, creates misery and poverty, yea, literally takes the bread from the mouths of our poor little children. If you mean the evil drink that topples the Christian man and woman from the pinnacle of righteous, gracious living into the bottomless pit of degradation and despair and shame and helplessness and hopelessness, then certainly I am against it. But if by whiskey you mean the oil of conversation, the philosophic wine, the ale that is consumed when good fellows get together, that gets a song in their hearts, laughter on the lips, and the warm glow of contentment in their eyes, if you mean Christmas cheer, if you mean the stimulating drink that puts the spring in an old gentleman's step on a frosty morn, if you mean that drink which enables a man to magnify his joy and his happiness and to forget, if only for a little while, life's great tragedies and heartaches and sorrows. If you mean that drink which pours millions of untold dollars into our treasuries, which is used to provide for tender care of our poor, crippled children, our blind, our deaf, our pitiful, aged, and infirm, to build highways and hospitals and schools, then certainly I am for it. This is my stand. I will not retreat from it. I will not compromise. Thank you.